fortnight of Super Bowl week is over, and away we go in Super Bowl 58. This will make it into the end zone, and we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On the ground, it's Mack. 2 yards, good enough for first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Marlon Mack. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
The ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there and a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
On first down, Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Panthers' 49-yard line.
To throw, it's Brady. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
And it's 3rd down.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the Raiders punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
2 yards.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude, and I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think of the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. On the ground, Geis. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that would pretty much seal the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall him on. What a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. They'll run the screen with Mack. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Raiders' 26-yard line.
Here's Geis. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Play fake. Bridgewater. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Well, there's no question you're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Brady eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. Incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Bridgewater to throw it this time. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina! Curtis Samuel, 43 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. The great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. But that was well executed.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. Bridgewater to throw it. Completes it to Hardman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Complete to Nico Hardman. 12 yards on the play. Leads to 3rd and 5.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. And they're going option play on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. In his own end zone, it's Brady. And they're going to get to him. That is going to be a safety. Tom Brady taken down in the end zone. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Play action. It's Bridgewater. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. Nicole Hardman, 61 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And correct me just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Troy Atkin. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Point after.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Throwing after the interception. Brady, he'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he's got some space here. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down to the 40-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call it a loss of 8 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16.
Running Lane's run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Geis. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, here's the option. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Geis. And a short gain here down to the 22. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Now Teddy on the keeper. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 29-yard line.
Now Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brady sacked. A loss of 4 yards.
To throw on 3rd down. Brady. The kick here is complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Here's Matt. And he'll be limited into a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30.
Brady. And now here's another interception. Picked up near the 32. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. That was him. Bridgewater loses the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
42.
And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you say. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 15. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run the option on 2nd down. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them. Show the world they're up to the challenge.
Flush to his right. Completes it to Samuel. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a run with Geis. He's got a 1st down of inside at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
A
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the ground, it's Geis. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
I know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Third down, here's Geis. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. They go play action. Bridgewater. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
How do you think?